Today while waiting for fast food, I'm picking on a poke. This time of the year, it's where I start flying indoors. It's just this cold outside, and frankly, I can do without the cold. I was looking for something ready to go to fly inside, and this is the POC FPV. I know, another E010 clone. Well, not exactly. This actually is a E010. That was very popular at the last drone workshop we did, and essentially I thought, well, yeah, let's give it a go. It's already done. Okay, that's gonna take a minute. Okay, well, after wrestling with the package for quite a while, I managed to get it out of it, and automatically you're greeted with a massive big eye, which is quite nice. It looks pretty cool. There's quite a strong shell on it. Looking at it, essentially, I can see that it is very similar to the original E010, but essentially you can replace the motors quite easily because they have connectors. So if we compare it with an older one, let me just take that stuff out. So side-by-side comparison, we can see that essentially the motherboard is a bit more advanced, and yeah, wow, it's with connectors, which is pretty cool, and got different color props. Yay! So there you go. So you tell me, well, you know, you can take this one, put a camera on top of it, and you get this one. Wow. Here's one I've done earlier. And yeah, you can do that. But, well, the cool factor of this one is quite impressive compared to this one. And, well, I guess what I'm going to have to check is how they fly. So if you look inside the box, you have a charger, spare sets of props, a battery. Oh, actually, let's look at that battery. So the battery is 200 milliamp, and from what I read, is a 25C battery. So I don't know what that's gonna give, but let's put it in charge and we'll see what's gonna happen. Charger, spare props. You also have already the remote control. Well, if you look at the remote control from the other ones, it's exactly the same one. So yeah, I guess they are interchangeable, and this is a proper E010 remote control. Okay, so I'll put the battery in charge. I'll come back later. Okay, the battery is fully charged now, so well, I guess it's time to go and test it. So let's go and see what this little guy wants. Alright, I'm back. Well, first flight was not bad at all. I love the video camera, the picture quality is awesome. And I managed to go all around the house without it breaking out. Well, I guess it's because I had good antennas on my receiver. But, well, I guess it's not bad at all. One problem though, I felt like it was pretty gutless. No really any response from motors. At time I will try to go down the hill, and like you've seen in the video, well, it will just go down and not go up. 4 minutes 50 seconds advertised. Maybe if I'm 4 and I just over, but I'm not 4 anymore and I want to go places. So I think I'm going to try it with a different battery and see what's what. Okay, I'm back. So I use that battery, which essentially I use with D-Squad, and it flew perfectly well. There was no problem, quite strong, and yeah, very nice little machines all around. I quite like it. The fact that it's got this shell that essentially could stop like a pack of charging mules or something, it's pretty good. It fell a couple of times due to my incompetence in flying, and well, it did a good job protecting it. So I'm overall quite pleased. So now I think what we should do is probably take it out, take it apart, and see what's inside. Let me grab something. Right, so, well, let's have a look inside, see what's happening. Ooh, cool. Okay, so the camera is stuck with the shell inside. That's a pretty decent camera. So how do you know which channel you're on? Well, you can't really know that unless you open it. And wow, look at that. It's got a connector. So no need to solder everything to this. You just need a connector, and most cameras nowadays, they come with those little connectors. So if you want to change it, you can. That is pretty cool. Let me see if I can take this thing out. Looks pretty stuck. Don't really want to break it before the workshop. Aha, antenna. Here you go. Well, look at that. Very nice. If you want, you can change the antenna. Still have a button on top to change the channels. You don't know which channels you're on, but ooh, look at that. SG8-5N, and your one is just a, yeah, it's probably a EA Sheen camera as well. Well, it's pretty decent. Let's put it back in. Again. There you go. Right, so that's back in now. Antenna as well. Okay. Wow, pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's not gonna break tomorrow, that's for sure. Alright, let's put that back in. So, if we think about it, essentially this is not a full E010 because the E010 is completely different inside. You don't have the connectors. So I would say it's based on the E010, but it's kind of difficult to say it is an E010 because the motherboard is completely different. So if you look at this one, essentially, see the motherboard is rather different from it. Actually, this one is even larger, so it's probably a newer motherboard for it. All in all, I quite like it. I will be using that for my next workshop. I would say that the good thing about that stuff is it's ready to go. So if you're new into the hobby, or even if you just want something to play with, and it's not too expensive, essentially, yeah, I will go with the POC FPV. The video quality is pretty good as well. I got a very good video. It's actually better than this one, and this one I thought was already good, so that's quite something. It's easy to fly. The only thing I'm not particularly pleased about is those little transmitter. I'm getting used to it, but I would have liked something a bit more consistent, bigger. Like for example, this is what you get with an Inductrix, and this is way better in terms of connection and everything. Unfortunately, this is not compatible with the E010, so I guess I'm gonna have to find a different way to do things. What else? The battery did not last the advertised time, and I had to change for something like this. This one is not as big, it's 150 milliamp, but it lasted longer, and I had better flight time with that than with the original one. So, well, that's not a massive problem, because anyway, who's gonna have only one battery? You're gonna fly with, you're gonna take at least, 10 batteries, so you're able to go and do some good stuff. So I believe, all in all, it's not bad at all. Yeah, if you're an experienced flyer, I think you're gonna rather prefer go for a tiny whoop or something. But a tiny whoop will cost you twice the price, where this one is just 50 quid. I think for 50 quid, very good machine. If you want to give it to somebody that want to start into the hobby, it's pretty good idea. Alrighty, well, on this one, I'm gonna go and have another flight. So enjoy. Bye bye.